Tuesday morning. I'm on my way to work, and this is another driving to work video brought to you by fatherfigure.pro. Fatherfigure.pro, where you can go to show that you're a father figure in the know. You can get some father figure merchandise, some father figure branded merchandise for the father figure in your life. And don't forget, $5 from every purchase goes to support the IWK. This morning, I thought that I was alerted to the idea that the I Hate My Service Provider, but they do this one thing for mental health a year thing, day is coming up. You know, the I Hate My Service Provider because they charge me $300 a year, or a month, sorry, to watch the Raptors games. But they do this one thing for mental health a year, so I'll keep subscribing to them, and then on this day, I'll give them a lot of free advertising. You know that day? That day's coming up. And one thing that ringed in my mind of what we should talk about on that day is imposter syndrome. Because that seems to be a big one that a lot of people suffer from. And everyone knows what that is. When it first came out, it was like revolutionary. It was like imposter syndrome. Oh, I get that sometimes. Oh my goodness. And it's like, that's what that's called? It's like, yeah, when you get nervous and you feel like you're outside of your depth, and things are going over your head, but people are looking at you to like answer questions, and you're like, okay, I can do that. But you get this feeling inside, like, am I really the best guy for this job? Well, there's that, but you know what nobody talks about is reverse imposter syndrome, which is like what this video is all about. Like, I feel like you should tune into this video and listen to what I have to say, because I have some really important things for you to hear. So that's like I was awesome in high school, you know, the reverse imposter syndrome. And I want to hear from those people. I want to hear from those people that, like, they don't have a platform, but they feel like they should, you know? And because they look around at other people who are like really famous people, who are saying stuff, and you're just like, how come he's getting all kinds of influence, or she's getting all kinds of influence, and they're just saying ridiculous things. Like, you know, like, there was a guy who did a TED Talk, and he was like, you know, if you spend $1 million of a fundraiser's money, and you make $500,000, right? So you spend $1 million, but you make $500,000 for a charity. Then you're evil, because you spent twice as much money as you earned, right? But nobody looks at the $500,000. Nobody looks at that. They just go, man, you spent $1 million hiring people and doing this big event. It's too much money. So you're an evil person, right? And if you at the end of the day, if the result of your efforts is that you donate $500,000 to a charity in need, right? Regardless of how you got that $500, well, if you spent more than double, then you're seen as a bad person. But you can make a video game that trains young children how to murder people, and they'll put you on the cover of Wired. And you didn't donate any money to a charity, so that's something. But anyway, I want to talk to the reverse. I want to talk to the reverse imposter syndrome people. You know, the people who are making a go of it, and maybe they're even starting to create their own little following. Like, I don't have a following, except Keith Gillis. Thanks, Keith. I bet you're watching right now. I'll tag you. Other than that, and like my dad, thanks, Dad. But I feel like there's people out there who like keep putting stuff out there, and for whatever reason, it could be whatever. It's like people are like, I'm not going to listen to him. Well, I have a theory. Actually, it's not a theory. It's something that Zig Ziglar taught me. And if you don't know Zig Ziglar, you should research him. There's some advice for you. But he said, so here's another little quote, I guess. He said, you develop good people the way that you mine for gold. And what he meant by that was, when you go into a gold mine, you expect to move tons of dirt to get an ounce of gold. But he said, you don't go in looking for the dirt. You go in looking for the gold. I mean, how silly would that be if gold miners went in and they blocked themselves up every time they saw a piece of dirt? Like, that doesn't make sense. That's not gold, right? How deep would their mine go? How much gold would they end up extracting from that mine? Not very much. So I think the idea behind that little story is man, if someone's putting something out there, don't necessarily shoot them down. Oh, and if you like something, you should like it. That's a good one. If you like something, you should like it. I catch myself doing this all the time, where I'm scrolling and I like something that's corporate. Oh, it's corporate. It's trying to sell me something, but I liked it. So what do? Do I like it? It's a battle, right? And if someone was an asshole to you in high school and they put out something and you like it, you should like it, I think, even though they were an asshole to you. Because remember, in my opinion anyway, a person is not who they were in high school. I mean, you're pretty much just learning how to be social at that point. You're pretty much just a tall baby. A person is a collection of their actions. And especially if you like some of their actions, you know, then maybe you should like some of their stuff. This sounds like I'm pandering for likes. I am not. I'm going to post this anyway, even though only Keith and my dad will be the ones who liked it. It's a beautiful morning, by the way. Anyway, that's about it. Here's some more content, world. Enjoy!